You have tuned into the ADKD Talent 10 podcast with me, P-Man.
And me, Krupa.
The Queen of Facts. And we are sitting here with two amazing gentlemen. We have D-Cypher, aka Gaurav Gambhir. You would have recognized him from the Gully Boy movie.
More like Asli Hip Hop and Jingostan Beatbox.
Yes, uska time aa gaya. And with us also is Siege, aka Siegen Moopanar.
Hi.
He is one of my most loved MCs and rappers from the underground scene right now.
Aww.
I love him. He's a blast performing live.
Even my mom doesn't say that, dude. That's so cute, man.
अभी तेरे पास माँ और पी माँ
cute.
No.
That's a stretch. That's a stretch.
Yes, Siege is joining us and we are talking about...
Hip Hop in colleges.
Why were you second guessing, Krupa?
No, because I was thinking about how Siegen has been a part of like ATKT since a long time.
Yeah, I actually came to know about MC called Siege because of ATKT, and I heard his song. I was like, wow, we should have this guy. And I remember programming him for one of my vice versa party gigs.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
On basis of that. So yeah, man, ATKT helped push him in the right direction at least.
Yeah, shout out to ATKT, man.
That totally wasn't like forced.
I was just like waiting for you guys to finish because I know what I want to say. I know.
Yeah? Okay. So, Siege is... So, we're talking about hip-hop in colleges and, of course, Siege is going to perform his track.
Yeah, but he told me he doesn't want to do the run-of-the-mill standard track. He's got something special for us today.
Yeah, I do actually. I have a verse for you guys. I don't have like a beat for it right now, but I'll just like do it for you a cappella. If that's cool with all of you.
I think if it's going to be a cappella, then probably Gaurav, D-Cypher bhai.
Yes.
You should beatbox for this.
Yeah, I can.
जिंदा होकर भी मुर्दे के सांसों का लगता पता पीछे आ रहा यमराज अपने भैंस के साथ पूरे दिन किया काम दौड़ भाग आता सोने का वक्त जब मैं करता अपना कफन तैयार साथ खून माफ पर ये साथ पाप को ना झेल पाया मेरा भगवान जब आती है कयामत पूछे मेरे सारे ये कांड करता हिसाब करता मुझसे ये सवाल तो मैं देता हूँ जवाब की हाँ आता पसंद जब मेरे थाली में ज्यादा आता जब लगती भूख मांगू या छीनू मैं तेरा खाना हाँ दोस्त कम मैं दुश्मन ज्यादा बनाता सपनों का राजा तो सिर्फ रात को मैं आता तेरे पास पूछते नहीं गुस्सा यारा शुक्रिया पापा उनसे ही सीखा अपने दोनों हाथ चलाना मेरे घर का ये रोज का नजारा गिरवी रखता अपना मैं गर्व पर गर्व ही तो गिराता हाँ तो किए मैंने सारे साथ बाप नरक में फेंक अगर मैं पहुंचू आसमान फर्क की कमी मेरी ये मानसिक ढलती तो ऊपर वाले जाओ खाड़.
And you heard this for the first time ever, right here on the ADKT Talent podcast. Yeah. Brab, crass. Shirt, pant. Okay.
New ad-lib. New shit.
Man, Siege, how long have you been in this hip-hop game? Is khel mein.
I know what you mean by the game. Are you talking about since when I've been rapping or like since when I've been like involved in the scene?
Okay, let's start with how did you discover rap and all?
Alright, so I think I was in school. I was in the 6th grade. So I was around 9 years old. And we used to like dance a lot. And it used to be hip hop. And I used to do a little locking and a little popping. I'm not going to show you guys, but I used to do that. It's embarrassing now. But, we started off with Bollywood songs, to be honest. But then we moved on to hip hop because people just used to tell us कि ये गाने पे नाचो and that's when I started listening to what I'm dancing to. And I think that was my first introduction like to hip hop as music. I was like, this shit's good. After that I never like listened to it because at that time I didn't have a computer at home, so there was no way that I could go and like subscribe to this music or whatever. We had TV cable though, and I think VH1 came through like in our cable, and that was like the new channel. And I was like, okay, this is English Western music, so I was like fascinated by all of that. So I used to sit like in front of the TV with that channel on all day, just listening to songs here and there. And I discovered this special segment called Hip Hop Hustle. It used to come at 6 p.m. I still remember it had Drop It Like It's Hot as its theme song. and they used to feature all the new songs that used to come out there. So I remember, I think it was Jay-Z, Kanye West, and Snoop Dogg that I can think of. Those were the first 3 artists that I listened to. Jay-Z was, I think it was a song called On to the Next One, and Kanye West had a few songs out back then. So those were the few artists that I listened to. And then we got a computer at home, and I was like, fuck, chala bhi, you can just go on anytime and, listen to songs. And then I discovered everyone. Discovered Tupac, Biggie, Eminem, Nas, all these people, and that's how I discovered hip hop, and that's when it came into my life.
When did you discover hip hop in your life, Krupa?
So my uncle used to have a lot of cassettes, and he used to play a lot of like Tupac and like a lot of that.
Oh, that's a cool uncle, man.
Yeah, but like
Bay
I think, Baypak, Mysore Pak.
In Gujarati too is.
I get it. You don't need to explain it to me.
So we used to listen to a lot of like, not super like heavy stuff. A lot of like dance music, and I wasn't that much into it until again VH1 happened, and I used to listen to Eminem. Kyunki 9th standard mein Beautiful came out, and we used to like memorize all the songs and like rap them and like spit, like that was me in school. And then now I don't know what happened.
That's very good to know, dude.
D-Cypher भाऊ
जी,
आपने हिप हॉप डिस्कवर हाउ?
हमने किया टीवी पे एक चैनल आता था, उसका नाम था ITV. So ITV basically you could like dial the number that used to be there on TV, then they used to show you a list of songs, and if you're lucky enough your song used to be selected and then it used to air on TV. And उस time पे a lot of people used to select like request songs to be played by Eminem, which was by Eminem. So the real Slim Shady बहुत play होता था. Then there was 50 Cent's Candy Shop used to play a lot. So this was when I was in I think 5th standard, 2000. And then when my sister started working, this rapper called D-Evil, he used to work in the same office. He used to work with my sister, and his name was Hustler back then. So I have one of his mixtapes, इतना जूना, the first उसका live का first गाना भी है मेरे पास. तो उस time पे मैं 6th में जब था तभी my sister told him that this guy also listens to a lot, मतलब ये TV पे यही request करता रहता है, and she told me, see, I know a rapper friend of mine, like he's a rapper. So it was very fascinating to know that India maybe like people are rapping. And then I think when I went into like 9th or 10th, that is when Step Up 2 was released, and it had a lot of songs by Missy Elliott, Timbaland, Ludacris. So I checked the whole soundtrack. I got fascinated by the dance moves that I was seeing in that movie, and that is how I like started off with b-boying. I got into the b-boying scene, and my first event that I went to was in 2011. It was an event in Panvel called Freakin' Style's 4th anniversary, and that is where I saw beatboxing for the first time, because
That was in Kopar Khairne, not...
No, the 4th anniversary was in Panvel. Oh, Panvel for sure. Panvel or Washi.
It was in Kopar Khairne. I was there for that one.
The 4th anniversary?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so Kopar Khairne. So yeah, so that is where like the event was hosted by Vineet Kumar, and like I saw
It was in one hall.
Yeah, it was in one hall.
Yeah. I was there for that.
Yeah, I saw Vineet Kumar.
Where they had to close the windows afterwards because the neighbors were complaining about the sound, and then everyone was dying because of the heat.
I think that was the edition after that, if I'm not wrong.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was there for that one.
So I saw Vineet Kumar beatbox over there, and before that I'd seen like a beatboxer on TV. There was a show called MTV Select, hosted by Nikhil Chinnappa and Avinash Tiwari, who's a part of Octronica. Like, he's one of the very first Indian beatboxers. So he was called on that show. He was a college student back then. So I knew what beatboxing was, but I never like tried to do it. And then when I saw Vineet Kumar do it, I was like, dude, this thing is so sick. You don't need a place to do it. Like, you don't need to pay fees. You don't need to learn it from anyone. You can just learn it on your own. So that is how I started off with beatboxing. And
Man, all of you all have such classic, not classic, like good boy visions of how you all discovered hip hop and all. My story, if you all hear,
we didn't ask.
I'm talking about this.
I'll ask you.
Yeah, this is way back in '94.
How did you discover hip hop?
In '94, when I was in school, there used to come one Pepsi ka tape. where if you collect Pepsi crowns and pay $20 on top, and you would get one audio tape with like a bunch of songs. And that was when first I discovered Indian rock. You know, that time Indiscreet, who were called Rock Machine, had one song called Bowl of Madness. In that, on the B side was the first song, and the first song on the A side was the song by Jazzy Jeff and the Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. The Fresh Prince being Will Smith. Before he was Will Smith, he was Jazzy. He was the Fresh Prince. Yeah, the Fresh Prince and Jazzy. And all these tapes would come with an inlay. So when you open the inlay and read the lyrics, you'll be like, yeah, man, all these are good. But what is this first song? Lyrics are going to 3 pages. Because and the song was called Parents Just Don't Understand. And me being in school that time, I was like, wow, this guy is talking about being frustrated with his parents, and he's going on and he just literally told a beautiful story. And I was like, he and all the rock and pop songs would finish in half a page. But this guy's lyrics were on for 4 pages. I was fascinated with that type of writing. I remember starting out writing out, parody rap songs for all the rap songs that was there that time. And I think I got more intense into it after MC Hammer, man. Too legit to quit. So yeah, that's how I discovered. How did you find out about Indian rap? Desi rap?
Indian rap, again, Mira Road, we had a little Facebook group. Now because of...
how old were you? Were you in college? Were you in school?
I was in school. I think I was like 11 or 12. I started writing when I was 11 years old. So I think after that, there was like a Facebook group that...
You started writing when you were 11 years old. You didn't have friends.
Shit got too real, right? I had friends. So I started writing when I was 11, and after that I was part of this Facebook group. It was just
what, hip hop lovers?
Are we gonna let it go? Yeah, some shit like that. It was hip hop lovers. I don't know what it was called. So we used to just like post lyrics, post verses, we used to battle and stuff on text, and it was like that. And there was this guy called actually forgot his name, but there was a guy. There's a guy. I think his name was Mayank, but I'm not sure. I think his name was Mayank. So yeah, he knew this rapper that we all know. He knew Ace. He knew Mumbai's Finest.
Yeah.
And so he was in this group, okay? And he told me, and he posted a song by Mumbai's Finest on that group. And that was the first time I ever saw like a brown guy on my YouTube screen rapping, I was like, oh fuck, this is happening. I didn't know this, that because I saw this shit on VH1. I just saw this. I just saw Eminem do this. I just saw Jay-Z do this.
Yeah, you saw white and black and brown also.
And then this guy's brown, yeah. I'm like, shit. And his song was called Mumbai, His song was called Mumbai. And I'm like, oh shit, this is Mumbai. And he's like, Divine was rapping on the C-Link, and Ace is rapping in Andheri in the video and all of that. Yeah, this is... I was like, shit, this is really happening. Like, there are brown people doing... I was damn fascinated. I'm in school. And that's when I said to myself that when I'm done with boards, I'll record something for sure. I think... I'll give props to them for that for sure. That
they kickstarted the...
I wouldn't have known.
D-Cypher how?
And I wouldn't have done that.
Tame found out how? Indian rap?
Dhaval only. Dhaval was
Hustler?
the first hustler.
Don't call him Dhaval. Call him Hustler.
I'm going to call him Hustler from now.
वो tape मैं सुनाऊँ. There's Ankur also on that tape. और ने eyeball के वो headphones पे जो microphone है उससे record इतना खतरनाक उसका quality है बाप रे.
True hustle.
MP3 format में 3 KB का एक गाना. So that I think he was the first rapper that I discovered, and then I came to know about Cypher Mania. In 2012, it was run by this guy called Ashwini Mishra, and he had made a Facebook page, and Dhaval was a part of Cypher Mania. So my sister contacted him. He told her कि ऐसे होता है Cypher Mania.
How old were you again?
I was in SY.
Okay,
SY BCom.
So I want to ask you all, how did you all, when you all went to colleges,
Yep.
how did you all find out about a rap scene or seek out, or besides social media, did you all find like-minded people in your colleges? For a small piece of info, Siege is also the student council head in his college, in Rizvi College. So he's pretty legit. Siege.
That's my credibility.
Yeah.
बाकी सब ठीक है बाकी सब ठीक है
जो कर रहा है ठीक है
पर मैं council head हूँ. Yeah, so in junior college, so I was listening to all these local artists on Facebook, but I never got in touch with them. I never like took a step forward and talked to them about it or whatever. But I was just like listening to a lot of it, and I was just like checking out all the songs. I knew about the scene, but I never like stepped foot into it, and I don't know for what reasons, but I didn't step foot into it for that. When I was in college, though, I didn't find like a scene happening there physically. I never saw like people gathering or like, you know, people talking to each other about rap and all that. This is when I'm in junior college. I had a friend who knew about Eminem. About Eminem. He didn't know Eminem, but he knew about Eminem. Yeah. And we used to like
Eminems.
And we used to talk about hip hop, like that guy and me. His name is Joseph, I remember his name. So yeah, we used to talk about Eminem and you know, a lot of other songs. But that was it until I was in junior college. But the first performance that I ever did was in junior college as well. And coincidentally, D-Cypher was hosting it, where you were talking about
You were a host at a college rap event?
So like in my college, there was no hip hop scene.
Which college was this?
Pralad Rai Dalmia Lines College. Malad represent. So
Malad.
I was like I had started beatboxing in college in 2012, and since like in 2014, I think it was my last year of graduation, I told them that it had never happened in college before. So I proposed this idea to them that we should keep a b-boying event, a rap event, and a beatbox battle. So they told me, yeah, you can like go ahead with it, but the responsibility of getting the participants is on you, because we've never sent a call for entry for these events and nobody knows. And in that
your college is not known.
It's not known only. Yeah.
कौन डालमिया loins?
Since I was doing this event, I didn't know anyone who was who had ever been to a hip hop event in my college. So obviously they didn't know how the host talks over there, or hota kya hai basically in a b-boying event, like how you're supposed to introduce the, like it should be like someone who has seen someone host a battle. So that is why like I'll only organize it, I'll get the participants, I'll call them, I'll host it. So I did everything for these 3 events in 2014. And in my college there were no people who knew about the hip hop scene, and that is why they used to talk to me कि क्या हो रहा है, तू इतने सारे events पे आते हम लोग को भी बता क्या है.
Did you influence anyone to join like hip hop like eventually?
Yeah, there are a lot of people now in college. Like once I graduated,
now to post Gully Boy.
नहीं Gully Boy के भी पहले
you got a scene of your own now. It's called D-Cypher hip hop.
D-Cypher hip hop. अरे it's like गली rap जैसा मेरा एक D-Cypher type beat.
Wait, stop! Everybody stop! I want to know more about that event you hosted where you saw this guy.
Yeah, so that event was judged by Divine and Shakespeare. That was the year when Divine had won the Radio City Freedom Awards.
Yeah, Ye Mera Bombay.
Ye Mera Bombay.
Mere Gali Mein wasn't out back then.
Mere Gali Mein wasn't out, and he was like just supposed to release it essay, but then like thankfully he released it to Sony and बहुत अच्छा हो गया scene. So yeah, that was the first event. There were a lot of participants whom I had never seen before. He was one of them. There were some known people as well from Elsewhere crew. I think Noxious had participated also. There was Brotherhood, Shahnawaz Khan. He had also participated.
Do you remember Seed's performance from that day?
Yes, I do. So I think they really liked it. तो तू आया था कि नहीं फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड? फर्स्ट तो ब्रदर
नहीं, मैं घर चला गया था शाम को ट्रेन में ना बहुत
अरे दाना में पैसा मिलता है यार.
नहीं ये सब ठीक है dude.
There was a cash money for the winners.
Yeah. The good thing about this college was like it was not known, but like they used to pay like participants cash prize for all the events
on the spot.
On the spot एक envelope मिलेगा, उसके अंदर 3,000 रुपया 4,000 रुपया. वो बेस्ट था because it was like supported by Lions Club.
It's amazing how you guys have had in your college festivals all these rap events. And were there any battle raps in your?
No.
Okay,
not in my college.
My college days, the only hip hop event was probably hip hop nights that would happen in one club on Wednesdays or Thursdays somewhere in the town side, and it was a task. Krupa?
Yeah, I don't think there was a hip hop scene in my college because girls' college में कौन मतलब ऐसे कुछ
You could have been the first MC over there.
Yeah, I mean,
MC
beautiful.
groups.
You knew Beautiful, right? The song.
I knew one
You
song.
could've.
Three songs. One Kanye
One
West.
song. One song is all it takes.
No.
Like how corrupt is there? Krup.
Kurup means ugly in Marathi, please.
Oh.
So there was this one senior who used to beatbox, but that was it. Like, or a cappella like events. There were like a few people who used to like learn how to beatbox, but that was it. Yeah, like, I don't know about post Gully Boy scenes because I wasn't in college for that. But I wish things were awesome. But
I think b-boying was very prominent before all the other art forms. B-boying was always there. I mean, like since India's Got Talent, since DID and all of that, b-boying and the dance scene was very prominent before all of this.
My college did have an amazing dance crew. I'm sorry, guys. I totally forgot. But yeah, they had like people who did stunts and like skateboarders and like stunts. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? मतलब मेरे को नहीं आता.
Like they took a bike and one lady jumped over the other lady and all of that.
Damn cool. Like मतलब नहीं यार.
But there's a
No, but ऐसे मतलब
कर तो सकते हो.
There's enough space in that college also.
सब ब्रिक विक रख के ब्रिक फोड़ रहे लोगों पे. ट्यूबलाइट
नॉर्मली कूदते हैं.
We're going to talk about Gully Boy now.
Not exactly Gully Boy, but I want to ask our two people, since one was a part of Gully Boy and one is a college president, student council president.
I don't get the core.
Nobody cares that you're a rapper.
Related to Gully Boy.
No, I want to know, have you all seen any rise in the popularity of hip-hop in your college or in the college circuit? Is there more hip-hop events during the college festivals? Do you all get invited to come judge hip-hop related events in college festivals? Does that anything have to do with post Gully Boy or like what?
I think a lot of college festivals want to keep rap battle as a part of the festival now.
Want to, but are they keeping?
Yeah, we will get to know because it will kickstart from August. But I think definitely it's gonna happen because, like as you said earlier on when this podcast was not on, there a lot of people are wearing "Apna Time Aayega" ka t-shirts. the hype, like the movie is, I think it's off the theaters now, but the hype is still there because me and the other beatboxers, a part of my crew, Beat Raw, we went to High Spirits 2 weeks ago. So over there, when we were performing, there were a lot of people who like wanted us to perform songs from Gully Boy and were like really fascinated by the fact that we were a part of that movie.
What about you, Siege? Are you going to have a rap themed event at your college festival this time?
I'm not sure if they're gonna have rap theme events because honestly my college doesn't have a lot of cultural events at all. But what I saw after Gully Boy came out is that so we had a food fest in college and what they did was a rapper from first year made a song for the fest and it was a rap song. So they got that made from him because Gully Boy is the thing now, and they used rap battles as a marketing gimmick. They were going around to different places. They were just like mobbing and they were like rapping, and then after that they were like, yo, come to our fest, it's at Rizvi College. Yeah, so they were using rap as something to they were using rap to market their event. But I'm not sure if they're gonna do it though. But amongst the students though, I think Gully Boy worked very well in making rap a separate genre altogether. It's like a genre now. I mean, like people are listening to hours of hip hop. I think we went to like trips recently and I noticed this. I was just like thinking about this, that we were in the bus, we were in the train and all of that, and they play music when they're in the bus. And a lot of it was just Hindi rap, and it was purely after Gully Boy. It was Apna Time Aayega, it was Asli Hip Hop, it was all those other songs that came out with Gully Boy. It was Emiway, it was Divine, it was Nazy, it was all these people, and I don't think that would have happened without Gully Boy or before Gully Boy, because before Gully Boy we had a scene. It's not like Gully Boy made the scene or whatever, but we had Divine before Gully Boy, we had Nazy before Gully Boy, we had Emiway before Gully Boy too, but it was just them. And Divine didn't have like a whole catalog of songs. So he had a few singles here and there, and people were listening to it and fanboying over that. But after Gully Boy, it was a genre, not just. It became like it turned from an artist to a genre that people were going to. They were not like listening to Divine anymore. They were listening to like hip hop after Gully Boy. I think that happened now. Let's see how it results and how it we'll have to wait to see that though.
So I want to ask you all, for someone who's got into a particular college, maybe from a big city going to a small city, or from the small city coming to a big city, or within the city itself, if they want to go out and find like-minded people who are from the rap scene, or find or get into doing gigs or recording songs, what should these college students do from your experiences? One, not join Dalmia,
but participate in Dalmia.
You get 3,000 rupee
Recording
cash.
के पैसे मिलेंगे.
Recording के पैसे मिलेंगे. How can someone go about doing this?
I think to answer this, I'll just mention this, that the best thing about hip hop, in my opinion, is that you don't need a lot of things or a lot of facilities to do hip hop and make hip hop and make participate in hip hop. You don't need a lot of things. It's just you. If you're a beatboxer, you don't need anything else at all. You just need to know how to beatbox. If you're a rapper, you just need to know how to write and all of that. So I think it's the beauty of hip hop, and I think if you use this principle, I think you can always create a scene rather than joining a scene.
All right.
Wherever you are.
All right.
Because it's I think a few important things when it comes to hip hop is talent. I'm not even saying skill, because you'll develop skill, but I think you need some talent, of course. You need liking towards hip hop. And you need a community that'll help you grow, So you don't need to go find something if you want to do hip hop. It doesn't matter what city you're in. It doesn't matter how small the city is. You don't need to go out and find something that's, glamorous or whatever. You could just listen to hip hop and, you could just start doing it in your room. Mm-hmm. Take it to your neighbor maybe. Take it to that one college friend you have. Take it to the few college friends you have. And I'm damn sure someone's going to like it. And someone's going to go ahead and listen to that when they go home. Right. They're going to come to you and ask you that what is this, and then you're going to tell them that this is rap, I listen to this is beatboxing, this is b-boying, this is all of that, and they're going to go and listen to it. That's how you start a community rather than going ahead and joining them.
What about you, Gaurav? How can someone know more or get involved with beatboxing and rapping in general?
Like just stay active on social media.
Yeah, that's important too. Yeah.
I think the good thing after Gully Boy, what's gonna happen is everything is gonna be there online. Like there are gonna be a lot of hip hop events for sure. I guarantee that. And now, like say after Divine and all these people got signed, because before that happened, this thing was very underground when we were ciphering, because it was just for fun, because people they meet up every Sunday, and what are they doing? They're not making money out of it. But now, since it's becoming a business slowly and steadily, every video that's there, it's put out online. Every event that's gonna happen, there is some certain kind of promotion that takes place before the event happens. So just stay active on social media. You'll be informed about the events. If you're an aspiring rapper, a beatboxer, a breaker, or whatever, I think now is the time. The other thing that Gully Boy, the good thing that is it might do is if you come out with a rap song and you go and tell people that I've come out with a rap song, I think people will be open to listen to it, because now they know that this is the in thing. They want to listen to more rap now, and proper rap, because there are some songs on the album and some artists who are really good at what they do. So how I spoke to this topic with Nitin Mishra, about this topic with Nitin Mishra. So he is from he's from the north, somewhere. I don't remember his.
He's from Madhya Pradesh.
Madhya Pradesh, yeah. But there is this place called Chhatarpur, yeah. That is where he is from. So I don't think there is anybody over there who, there's no hip hop scene over there. But this guy, he. Like Seed said, he was very much into writing stuff, and then he just slowly and steadily started putting out stuff online, and then he entered this contest by Jack and Jones. which was an online contest. I tagged Siege also on that when he had covered on Facebook. I tagged 5 rappers, I remember. So Siege was one of them. So all like rappers had to do was spit a verse on a Jack and Jones beat and upload it, and they were going to select 5 rappers. Luckily, he was one of them, and now like he's signed on Ranveer Singh's record label.
Sweet.
Wow. So keep your eyes and ears open for these
so
things.
just put out content there and be open to participating in stuff. Come to every hip hop event, like network a lot, because the more events you go to, the more you'll meet more people who are like very much interested in whatever you do. You'll meet like-minded people basically. So this is how I got into beatboxing when I was in Dalmia, because when I was in Dalmia I knew कि इस कॉलेज में मेरा कुछ नहीं होने वाला है, मैं यहाँ पे सिर्फ मेरा एग्जाम देने आऊँगा.
डिग्री मिला ना?
डिग्री मिला बस. वही करने में जा रहा था वहाँ पे, और मेरा सब बैटल टाउन कॉलेजेस में होता था, और मेरा साइफर भी दादर में होता था वैसे.
I'll just add this. If we're talking about how he spoke about Nitin Mishra uploading songs, I have people who come up and ask me how I record songs and how do I go about. I'll just give you a definitive plan. Just Google a studio in your locality. Download the track that you want to rap on. If it's produced by someone else, cool. If it's your own production, whatever it is, just download it, go to the studio, give him that pen drive. He'll play that track. He'll put you in the studio. You just need to rap over it. It's not as hard as it sounds. That's how I did it. I didn't talk to anyone before it. I didn't know too. And I just stepped into it, and I just found out as I did it.
So we had a chat earlier with one of the 8KT founding members, Mr. Ankur Johar, aka you all know him as Encore. He's one of the most senior, most and respected and most talented rappers I've come across from our scene. And we asked him the same thing: how does one go about getting gigs and recording their beats and getting beats and networking and all? And this is what he had to say.
बीट्स तो ऑनलाइन ढेर सारे मिलते हैं. यू कैन चेक beatstars.com. यू कैन चेक यूट्यूब एंड सर्च फॉर फ्री इंस्ट्रूमेंटल्स. यूट्यूब पे यू कैन ऑल्सो सर्च इफ यू लाइक अ सर्टन रैप सॉन्ग और अ पॉप सॉन्ग. यू कैन सर्च फॉर द इंस्ट्रूमेंटल्स ऑफ दोज सॉन्ग्स until you reach a point where you're understanding what type of music you want to accompany your lyrics and your raps, and you want to sit on production either yourself or with someone. I think beats is not a big problem, at least when you're starting, क्योंकि rights का कुछ इशू नहीं है. बस डाउनलोड करके रिकॉर्ड करके यूट्यूब पे ही डालना है. तो इट्स नॉट टू मच ऑफ एन इशू. आई डोंट थिंक सो.
Okay, so like Ankur and Siege and Gaurav said, we also organize open mics. ADKT organizes open mics in Mumbai, Delhi, Shillong, Chandigarh now, Pune. So we also have a lot of rappers coming in and performing, and it's such a nice sweet way to build a community, and
yes,
isn't it important to,
if you are a rapper looking for a stage to perform and get your skills and pens sharpened, please, if in Mumbai and in Pune, we do the ADKT Spotlight gig, and we put up MCs over there. Look out for that on the ADKT page. Register, and we'll select you if you got the fire, because we got the fuel.
Good one.
Nice.
Good one. Spontaneous.
So, this rapper called Yatindra Ingle, he has been rapping since 2005, and he recently proposed to Mumbai University to have a 3-month degree course in hip-hop. And it'll start right from the rise of culture of hip-hop in the US in the 70s, and it'll, and a lot of Indian rappers will also, Indian hip-hop artists will also get to interact with people who want to participate in the course. The course starts in June. June 2019, and they have 20-ish seats as of now.
If you don't want to go to Mumbai, you can also go to Slum Gods. Has a school of hip hop as well happening in Dharavi. Yeah. It's not an official course and all, but we have people from Slum Gods. I think Akash, B-Boy.
But the thing is, I don't think he teaches over there.
But he's one of the founders
of
there.
the crew.
I know for sure that MC Heem teaches
rap.
people
Oh,
how
he
to
does,
rap.
yeah.
Krupa, this course is only 3 months. In 3 months, they're going to teach you hip hop.
Matlab,
I think they'll give them a
they'll
start.
start.
It's going to be
No,
a crash
like-
course.
It's a crash course,
master
but-
class.
It's
like a
much
See,
better
if
than
you-
not knowing
but-
anything for sure.
exactly.
Yeah.
And if you really want to know about hip hop, like you'll do what every hip hop artist did. They'll figure it out on your own, right?
Yeah,
And
for sure, for sure.
right, and it's just
Facts.
that. It's just like a kickstart for you.
So this is just an introduction. Like they just want to see what the response is, and that is what they're introducing. And then once the university sees that a lot of people are interested in this, and if they want to continue with it, they probably make it up.
But I think all you can do is like teach them history and let them know. But you can't like
put skills into
you
them.
can't teach hip hop. If you have it, you have it.
Mumbai City, come on, as a rapper.
If you have it, you have it. But I
if
think
you
it's a
have
good
it, you have it. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, that sounds good. I mean, if you want to know more about how to get into the hip hop scene and rap and all, please network, go out to hip hop events, search on atk.in and our Facebook page, Instagram page for the hip hop events. We do them in Pune, Mumbai, and in Delhi. Also, we're going to start doing it in other cities. We're going to start a Shillong chapter very soon with the ATKT Spotlight. And also check out the Mumbai University course on hip hop.
You're listening to the ATKT Talent 10 podcast. We're always on the lookout for talented students. So if you write, sing, rap, or take the stage by storm, hit us up at talent@atkt.in and we'd love to feature you.
Facts.
You can follow Siegen at Seed Surviving and Gaurav at Beatbox D-Cypher on Instagram.
And connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We are at ATKTin on Instagram, at ATKT.in on Facebook, and at ATKting on YouTube.